Whole Part B business about, well, because of the international window and particularly because of the Lions tour, there has been a whole mess up of the Super Rugby schedule. And you'll see that New Zealand teams have like one game left, whereas the South African teams have either 2 or 3 games left. So, and if you want to catch up with how where we left things off and what the situation is, then I've done a piece exclusively for my patrons, and the link is above on Twitter or in the notes below on YouTube, and that'll give you a reminder as to where everything's at and what the situation is for all of the different teams. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month. So I'll be looking at doing more exclusive pieces for my patrons heading forward. So thank you very much, and say that's all there. So this round is the South African games from round 15. We've already had all of the Australasia games have already taken place. So the weekend kicks off with the Sharks hosting the Vodacom Bulls. Now, quite for the DHL Sharks, isn't actually. Anyway, the Sharks versus the Bulls. Obviously, we're going to have to see how all these teams come back after the break, having lost their players to international call-ups, and it does mean that teams have had chance to work on things. But the Bulls were looking poor before the break, and once they lost Pollard, they were in trouble. So, and had a run of 4 losses heading into the break. The Sharks, on the other hand, have secured themselves the South Africa or the Africa Conference's wildcard for the playoffs, and will be looking to have some form going into that. So I'm going to back the Sharks to win this one by 10. Next, we have the Jaguares hosting the Kings in Argentina. After the opening run of wins by the Jaguares, they really have dropped off quite dramatically, and they will have lost, or a lot of their players were playing for Argentina over the last 3 weeks. So again, they've been disrupted by having a different set of coaches. Opposite them is the Kings, obviously not so impacted by international call-ups by any stretch of imagination. And the Kings, let's be honest, have actually surprised us. They have put together 4 wins and have climbed themselves up to 11th in the table. So, yep, they had a couple of losses. They are one of the worst teams in Super Rugby, but they will look at showing signs of improvement. Over in Argentina, though, you'd expect the Jaguares to get their season back on track, and I'm backing them for a 10-point win. But remember, the Force have come over here and won, so who knows what might happen. Going into Sunday, we have the Cheetahs hosting the Stormers. Now, the Stormers have secured their place in the playoffs by topping their conference. The Cheetahs, well, haven't been great all season, and obviously the axe is hanging over them. So, how will their players respond to that? Nothing really to play for this year. They may not exist next year. Are their thoughts elsewhere? The Stormers, as I say, heading off into the playoffs, so I'm backing the Stormers to win that one by 10. To finish the round, we have the Lions hosting the Sunwolves. The Sunwolves, again, I mean, they've only had 1 win all season, whereas the Lions are diametrically opposite. They have won all their games except the one where they took a weakened side to Argentina. So, at home against the Sunwolves, that's got home win written all over it. I'm going for a massive 21-point home winning margin for that one. So that's how I see all of the Super Rugby going this weekend. Let me know your thoughts either on Twitter or in the comments on YouTube. Don't forget you can share this with your friends, and obviously give it the old thumbs up on YouTube. And just a reminder that if you want to catch up on where we left things off and how things stand in Super Rugby, I have got that Patron exclusive piece link above in Twitter, down below in the notes on YouTube, and do enjoy. Tonight I will be doing a live post-game broadcast after the Canes versus the Lions, so look out for that. That's going to be on YouTube live with the guys from 1014 in New Zealand and Ben from the Maul Over podcast in the UK. So catch us for that half-hour show from 9:30 to 10 o'clock New Zealand time for the post-game reaction to the Hurricanes versus the Lions.